Okay, so yung next naman po natin pag-uusapan is yung mga derivative test. Ngayon po, no, sabi dito, kapag yung function natin, for example, given po tayo ng graph na ito yung itsura. So, pwede po kasi, no, magkaroon tayo sa graph natin na, for example, meron tayong multiple points dito na kino-consider. So, pwede po kasi, no, yung maging shape nung graph natin from left to right ay pwede siyang tumaas, bumaba, or vice versa. Ngayon po, no, yung pag-increase or pag-decrease nito is pwedeng may kinalaman din po siya doon sa sign ng derivative natin. If i-recall po natin, no, yung derivative natin is siya lang po yung slope ng tangent line nung graph natin. So, ngayon po, meron po tayong dalawang type of derivative test na pag-uusapan. We have the first derivative test and second derivative test. So, para saan po ba yung mga derivative test natin? So, si derivative test po, no, is ginagawa siya para malaman kapag yung value ba natin is at maximum or minimum depende doon sa function natin. So, dito, ang ginagawa po natin, no, is kinukuha natin kung saang point magiging critical yung mga tinatawag natin na critical values. So, saan po ba masasabi natin critical yung value natin? So, masasabi po natin na critical values kapag yung x po natin or yung magiging value na natin ay 0 o kaya naman ay undefined. So, para po mas maintindihan, apply natin sa example. So, we have f of x is equal to x squared over x minus 1. So, sabi po dito, find the critical values, maximum and minimum point. So, paano po ba natin makukuha yung critical values? So, para makuha po, no, si critical value is kailangan po muna natin kunin yung first derivative nung equation natin. So, ngayon, alam naman po natin na ito, pwede tayo mag-apply dito ng quotient rule, wherein ito yung u natin, then ito yung v, where yung du natin is equal to 2x, and yung dv natin is equals to 1. So, apply lang po natin yung first derivative, kunin natin. We have low d high minus udv minus vdu over v squared. So, we have x squared times dv. Ito po ay 1 ito, Ito ay 1. So, x squared times 1 minus vdu where yung v natin is x minus 1 times yung du natin ay 2x divided by v squared. So, x minus 1 squared. So, we have, simplify lang po natin. We have x squared minus 2x so x squared minus, we have 2x squared minus 1. Distribute lang po natin yung negative sign. Okay, so correction, meron po pala akong error dito. We have low d high. So, we have x minus 1 times 2x minus high times derivative of low over low, low. So, correction lang po, no? We have 2x squared minus 1 times 2x, so minus 2x minus x squared over x minus 1 squared. So, f prime of x is we have x squared minus 2x over x minus 1 quantity squared. Ngayon po, ito na yung first derivative natin. So, paano po natin kukunin yung critical value? Para makuha si critical value, iset po natin to na equals to 0. So, ngayon po, kung equals to 0 siya, kailangan po natin mag-solve dito ng equation natin. So, to solve this equation, cross-multiply lang po natin or multiply both sides by x minus 1 quantity squared para po maalis yung denominator natin dito. So, ito po ay cancel. Cancel 0 times x minus 1. 0 times x minus 1 ay 0. Therefore, matitira lang po sa atin ay x squared minus 2x is equal to 0. Then, factor lang po natin. Labas lang natin yung x. We have x times x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then, solve lang po natin yung value ng x natin. So, we have x equals 0, yung isa. Then, x minus 2 is equals to 0. Therefore, x equals 2. So, ito po no, yung ating critical value. We have x equals 0 and we have x equals 2. Then, next is, sabi po, is kung saan, critical value din is kung saan magiging undefined yung equation natin. So, paano ba magiging undefined yung equation natin? So, balik po tayo dito sa ating original equation. We have x squared over x minus 1. Di ba magiging undefined yung equation natin kapag yung denominator natin ay 0. So, kailan po mag-0 itong denominator natin? Magiging 0 siya kapag yung value ng x natin ay equals to 1. So, therefore, isasama rin natin as critical point si x equals 1. So, therefore, ito po yung ating critical value. We have x equals 0, 2, and 1. Ngayon po, i-place natin sila sa isang number line. So, drawing lang tayo ng number line natin. So, ito yung 0. Ito yung 1. Then, ito yung 2 natin. Then, next po is, i-take note again natin yung first derivative natin. So, yung first derivative po natin or yung f prime of x natin is equal to x minus 2x, x squared minus 2x divided by x minus 1 squared. Ngayon po, kailangan lang natin dito is alamin kung positive or negative yung value natin. Paano po yun? Para malaman kung positive or negative yung value natin, pipili tayo ng mga values na within doon sa ating mga critical value. Meron po tayo ditong bali 4 na interval. No? We have from negative infinity to 0, then any value between 0 and 1, any value between 1 and 2, and any value between 2 and positive infinity. So, ngayon po, mag-substitute tayo ng 0. Any value lower than 0. So, let's try negative 0.5. Or para madilis, no, substitute natin is negative 1 na lang. So, kapag nag-substitute tayo ng negative 1 dito, sa ating first derivative, we have negative 1 squared minus 2 times negative 1 divided by negative 1 minus 1 quantity squared. So, simplify lang po natin. We have Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Then negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. So we have 3 over 4. So positive yung value natin. Therefore, kung positive siya, ito ay increasing. So dito, lagay lang natin, no, take note natin na ito ay positive. Next, pili po tayo ng any value naman between 0 and 1. So let's try 0.5. So kapag trinay natin yung 0.5, we have 0.5 squared minus 2 times 0.5 divided by 0.5 minus 1 squared. So, simplify lang po natin. So, we have 0.25 minus 0.5 times negative 2 is 1. Then, 0.5 minus 1. 0.5 minus 1 is negative 0.5. Negative 0.5 squared is positive 0.25. So we have negative 0.75 divided by 0.25. So ang value po natin dito basically ay negative. Then erase lang po natin ulit. Pili naman tayo ng any value between 1 and 2. So lagay naman po natin ay 1.5. So kapag 1.5 yung pinili natin, 1.5 squared, ilan po? We have 2.25 minus 1.5 times 2. We have 3 divided by 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5. 0.5 times squared is 0.25. So we have, so simplify lang po natin, we have negative 0.75 divided by 0.25. So ito po ay negative. Then last, pili po tayo ng any value, papunta naman doon sa 2 to, between 2 to positive infinity. So sabihin natin 3. So we have 3 squared. So ilan po yun? 9 minus 3 times 2x. So we have 6 divided by 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So we have 3 over 4 which is positive. So ngayon po, no, kapag yung naging change natin, makikita natin dito sa number line, no, kapag meron tayong change na positive to negative, iyon po ay nag-i-indicate ng maximum. So we have positive to negative, iyon po ay maximum. Wherein kapag negative to positive, yun naman po ay minimum value. Ngayon, kung makikita nyo po, no, dito, yung next natin is we have parehas na negative value. So, ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Alam natin na undefined, critical point to, no? Alam natin na pagdating po doon sa any point, ito po explanation dyan ha, any point mula doon sa ano natin, mula doon po sa negative infinity to 0 is pataas po yung value natin hanggang makarating tayo kay 0. Yun po yung ating maximum. Then, ang mangyayari po is since negative yung value, magiging pababa po yung value natin. Decreasing siya. Then, pagdating po natin dito sa next point natin, sabi dito, alam natin na yung function natin is undefined at x equals 1. So, wala po tayong maximum or minimum point dito. Ang meron lang po tayo dito is vertical asymptote at x equals to 1. Then, pagdating po no, dito, pagkalagpas ng 1 natin, again, nagdi-decrease yung value natin. Pero, once na nakapag-reach tayo doon kay 2, x equals 2, magi-increase na rin din po yung value natin kasi we have negative to positive, which means nag-i-increase yung value natin. So, kapag ang first derivative test naman po natin is from negative to positive, yun po ay minimum. Ngayon, paano po natin makukuha yung maximum point at minimum point? Ano yung kailangan natin gawin? Kailangan po is, alam naman natin kapag sinabi nating point, ang location yan ay coordinate system yan. We have an x and y coordinate. So, para po makuha yon no, is, kailangan po natin siyang i-substitute. Kailangan po natin siyang i-substitute no, yung mga value no, or yung critical point natin. Kailangan natin siyang i-substitute doon sa ating original equation wherein ito ay we have f of x is equal to x squared over x minus 1 para makuha po yung y value natin. Ngayon, alam natin na, for example, ito, f of 0. So, kapag 0 yung nilagay natin dito, we have 0 squared divided by negative 1. Any number divided by 0, alam natin na iyan ay 0. Then, for our next point naman, we have f of x equals x squared over x minus 1. So, f of 2, we have 2 squared over 2 minus 1. So, we have 4 over 1. Therefore, 4 divided by 1, alam po natin yan na ang f of 2 natin is equal to 4. So, ang ating maximum point ang coordinates po natin ay 0, 0. And ang ating minimum point, ang coordinates naman po natin ay 2, 4. So, yan po yung ating first derivative test. So, next naman po, no, is punta tayo sa second derivative test. Ngayon, kung si first derivative test is, ginagamit po siya, no, para makuha yung maximum and minimum value, ano naman po yung gamit ni second derivative test? So, from the word itself po, no, second derivative, so, kailangan lang po natin i-derive yung given equation 2 times. So, para saan ba si second derivative test? So, si second derivative test po, no, is also useful in testing whether at a critical number or a critical point natin is kung yung makukuha ba natin doon, kung yung critical number ba natin is a maximum or minimum point. So, paano po natin malalaman kung maximum or minimum point siya? So, sabi lang po, no, dito sa second derivative test. So, second derivative test, kapag daw po, no, yung yung function natin na y equals f of x is at maximum kapag yung x natin is equal to x, kapag yung f prime natin, if yung first derivative natin, pag in-input natin si a ay 0, o kaya naman, and, or mali pala, and yung second derivative natin, pag sinubstitute natin si a, dapat ang makukuha nating sagot ay mas malaki. Yung second derivative of a, second derivative of the function natin kapag sinubstitute natin si a is less than 0. Kapag naman po, minimum naman yung value natin kapag yung x natin is equal to a, then yung f prime of a natin is equals to 0 din, pero ang f double prime of a naman natin is dapat greater than 0. So ito po, no, is useful siya kung ayaw nyong magano nung yung horizontal line natin. Yung gagawa ka pa ng number line, magsisubstitute ka ng value, pwede nyong gamitin si second derivative test. Pero di ba minsan, depende yan sa given. Kasi halimbawa, may mga given tayo na medyo complicated, no? Na mas mainam na mag-number line ka kaysa mag-second derivative ka pa. Pero, option nyo po yan. So, balikan natin yung example natin kanina. We have f of x is equal to x squared over x minus 1. Then, alam naman po natin na yung first derivative niyan, kanina nakuha na natin yan, hindi na po natin uulitin or papakita paano i-derive yan. We have x squared minus 2x divided by x minus 1 cube. X minus 1 squared. So, let natin, no? So, let u equals x squared minus 2x and let v is equal to x minus 1 squared. So, du natin ay 2x minus 2. Then, dv is 2 times x minus 1 times 1. So, simplify po natin. We have, ang dv natin ay 2x minus 2. So, ngayon po, apply na lang po natin yung quotient rule natin. So, we have f double prime of x is equals to low d high minus high d low over low squared, or v du minus u dv over v squared. So, we have v du natin, we have x minus 1. Correction, we have u dv minus v du. So, we have x squared minus 2x times du. We have 2x minus 2. So, minus v du, we have x minus 1 squared times 2x minus 2 divided by i-divide natin to kay x minus 1 squared. Then, squared po natin ulit. Then, simplify lang po natin. Okay. So, next po, factor out natin si 2x minus 2. So, we have 2x minus 2. Ang matitira sa loob ay x squared minus 2x minus x minus 1 squared divided by x minus 1 raised to 4. Ngayon po, simplify pa natin further. So, 2x minus 2. Then, expand po natin si x minus 1 squared. Alam naman po natin na x minus 1 squared ay x squared minus 2x plus 1. So, x squared minus 2x. Ngayon, pasok natin siya dito. So, we have minus x squared. Then, negative 2x times negative is positive. Then, plus 1 times negative 1 ay negative 1. Okay, so correction guys, no, meron tayong error na nagawa habang nagsosolve. So, we have low d high minus high d low. So v du times u dv. So, baliktad na. So, dito dapat ito ay low. So, correction, ito ay x minus 1 squared low d high minus u dv so correction lang po, no? Ito ay v du minus u dv. So we have v minus du minus u dv. So, ito ay x squared minus 2x over log squared. So, ngayon, uburahin natin to. Meron tayong error na nagawa doon sa middle ng discussion. So, simplify natin. Again, factor out natin yung 2x minus 2. So, we have 2x minus 2. Ang matitira sa atin ay x minus 1 squared minus x squared minus 2x. Yan. Divided by x minus 1 raised to 4. Then, expand po natin si ito, yung given natin dito. Expand natin si x minus 1 squared. So, we have 2x minus 2. So, times x squared minus 2x plus 1. Distribute natin yung negative sign natin. So, we have minus x squared plus 2x divided by x minus 1 raised to 4. Next is, cancel si x squared, cancel si 2x. Matitira sa atin ay positive 1 doon sa loob. So, we have f double prime of x is equal to 2x minus 2 divided by x minus 1 raised to 4. Pero, pwede kong i-factor out si 2. Matitira sa akin is x minus 1 over x minus 1 raised to 4. Cancel si x minus 1. So, f double prime of x is equal to 2 over, ito po ang cancel lang dito ay yung maka-cancel lang yung exponent natin dito, ha? Magiging 4 minus 1 siya. So, ito ay x minus 1 cube. So, ngayon, ito po yung second derivative natin. So, ano na po yung gagawin natin? Substitute natin yung ating mga critical value. So, alam natin na yung critical value po natin, is hindi natin sasama again yung asymptote natin. So, kung saan lang magiging 0 yung equation natin. Kasi yun po yung condition dun sa if x equals a, dapat yung f of a natin ay equals to 0. Kung ano lang yung roots natin. So, substitute natin, alin ba yung natin? Kapag 0, tsaka 2 yung given natin. So, f of 0, we have, substitute natin doon sa second derivative. So, we have 0 so, we have f double prime of 0 is equal to 2 divided by 2 divided by 0 minus 1 cube. So, alam naman natin na negative 1 cube ay negative 1. So, we have 2 divided by negative 1. So, therefore, f double prime of 0 is negative 2. Ngayon, ano ba ang condition natin kapag maximum? Di ba dapat maximum daw yung root natin kapag, or maximum yung critical number po natin kapag ito ay mas maliit kay 0. So, therefore, ito ay maximum. So, at 0, ito po ay maximum. Tapos ngayon, punta naman tayo kay 2. So, we have f double prime of 2 is equals to 2 divided by 2 minus 1 cube. So we have 2 over 1 cube. So we have 2. We have f of double prime of 2 is equal to 2. Ngayon, kapag naman daw po no, yung value ng f double prime of a is greater than 0, yun naman po ay minimum. So therefore, since mas malaki yung nakuha nating value ng f double prime of 2 kaysa kay 0, therefore ito ay minimum. So ito naman po no, yung isang way para ma-determine natin kung maximum or minimum using yung second derivative test natin. Next po na pag-uusapan natin ay point of inflection. So ano naman po si point of inflection? Si point of inflection naman po is ito yung point kung saan yung function natin nagsishift from downward to upward, concavity, or vice versa. For example, balikan po natin yung graph natin kanina. Ito, di ba? Kung saan nagsimula mag-curve ulit, mag-iba ng shape yung curve natin, yun po yung tinatawag nating point of inflection. So ngayon, punta po tayo sa example no para makuha po natin or maintindihan natin si inflection point. So we have find the inflection point of g of x is equals to x raised to 4 plus 4x cubed minus 48x squared plus 6. So ano po yung kailangan natin gawin dito? Makukuha natin no si point of inflection doon sa pagkuha ng ating second derivative. So ibig sabihin kailangan nating i-derive ng dalawang beses yung given natin. So kunin muna natin yung g prime of x. So we have 4x cubed plus 12x squared minus 96x. Then derive lang po natin siya ulit. Take the second derivative. We have 12x squared plus 24x minus 96. Then, hanapin po natin yung critical value natin. So, solve natin yung critical value algebraically. Factor out lang natin yung 12. Ilabas natin. So, we have x squared So we have x squared minus 2x or plus 2x minus 8. Then solve lang po natin, solve natin algebraically para makuha yung value ng x natin. So we have factor out lang po natin. So factor natin yung x squared plus 2x minus 8. We have x plus 4 and x minus 2. So therefore ito po yung critical point natin dito or yung point kung saan po yung g double prime of x natin ay equals to 0, ito ay yung kapag ang value ng x natin ay 4 at negative 4 and 2. Kasi solve for x lang po tayo. X equals negative 4 and x is equals to 2. So ngayon po babalik tayo doon sa number line natin. Doon po sa number line natin, drawing lang ulit tayo ng number line natin. So, plot lang po natin yung value kung saan nag-0 yung second derivative natin. we have negative 4 and 2. So, substitute lang po natin dito. Kuha lang tayo ng test value. Then, isa-substitute lang po natin siya doon sa second derivative equation natin. So, pag kinuha natin is negative 5. Kapag we use negative 5, substitute po natin. So, we have negative 5 squared, ito ay 25. So, 25 times 12, meron po tayong 300. Then, plus negative 25. Negative 5 times 24. Ano po ang value nito? So, we have negative 120 minus 96. Simplify lang po natin. Ito ay 300, 120, and 96. Ang value po nito ay 84. So ngayon 84 is a positive value. Then next po is gawa tayo naman, pili tayo ng value between negative 4 and 2. Piliin natin ay 2, 0 na lang para mabilis. So kapag g is equals to 0, double prime 0 is we have ang value natin ay negative 96. Kasi di ba cancel out, ang matitira lang sa atin is ito. Then next naman, if g is equals to 3, ito po ay 84. So ngayon, alam naman natin na ito ay positive ba? Tanggalin natin yung sagot. Ito ay positive, ito ay negative. Balikan nga po natin kapag positive to negative, ano itsura ng graph natin? So, kapag po yung value ng natin is negative, kapag negative po yung, kapag positive yung nakuha po natin na value nung ating second derivative, ito po ay concave upward. Ito po yung itsura ng graph niyan. Then, kapag naman po ang nakuha natin is negative, ito ay concave downward, then ito ay upward. Now, alam na po natin yung magiging itsura ng concavity natin. Pagdating doon sa mga points natin, alamin natin yung inflection point, kung ano yung coordinates natin. So, paano po yun? Paano natin kukunin yung inflection points natin? Kasi ang nakuha pa lang natin is yung isang point pa lang. Alam natin coordinate yan, dapat dalawa po. Okay po. Then, para makuha yung coordinates natin, substitute lang po natin yung negative 4 at 2 doon sa ating original equation na g of x is equals to x raised to 4 plus 4 x cubed minus 48x squared plus 6. Kapag sinubstitute natin yung 2, we have g of 2 is equals to 2 raised to 4 plus 4 times 2 raised to 3 minus 48 times 2 squared plus 6. So we have 16 plus 2 cube natin ay 8. 8 times 4 ay 32 minus 48 times 4. We have 192 plus 6. So, g of 2 natin ay We have 16 plus 32 minus 192 plus 6. Ito ay negative 138. So we have 2 and negative 138. Then substitute naman natin yung negative 4. So dito, gula natin negative 4. Ito ay negative 4. Ito ay negative 4 plus 6. So we have negative 4 raised to 4th ay 256 positive. Then plus ito ay minus 256 minus, so we have 16 times 48, we have negative 768 plus 6. So ito ay cancel, so we have negative 762. Therefore, yung second inflection point natin ay negative 4, negative 762. So, ito po yung final answer natin. And dyan po nag-i-end yung discussion natin about first derivative test, second derivative test, and inflection points.